fiercest and at times most controversial rivalries in all of college football. The two showcase programs from the state of Utah. This game has had its share of fights. It's had its share of feuds. At times it has been a figurative and near literal war. But to most, something about it still feels holy. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the BYU Cougars, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. To the air, it's St. Clair. Got his man. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Making side adjustments here. The give on the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's St. Clair. He's got the tight end. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Utes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Steps away. Turning it on. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. They're working that left side. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Utes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Smith dropping to pass. Finds his big tight end.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Starting in 1971, the Beehive boot was a established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself, estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the holy war between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent and all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. A 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
This BYU offense set up with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Smith wants to throw. This time it's complete. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the move, it's Washington. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He wants to throw it. He makes a grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars.
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you got to have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football game.
And I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other because they want the bragging rights in the state of Utah because it means a heck of a lot.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Utes will go for it here on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Utes want to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to buy time. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
They'll move the tight end. Back has it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. To throw, it's St. Clair. Big guy smells it. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is running away with this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up 14 over Stanford. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it down the left. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Motion from the wide receiver. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Cougars! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's St. Clair. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Utes will hustle to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll try the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answers so far. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Utes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Takes the easy completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they've regained the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Utes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Makes the grab over the middle. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Washington. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Might be looking to run. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Got it in the middle, it's Tees. Lowers those pads. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Smith dropping to pass. Pressure coming. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. That's reeled in. It's Washington. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
And that is a huge conversion on third and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, first and goal.
The Cougars are threatening on first and goal. Looking to throw again. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, BYU! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up by 21 over Stanford. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the court. Breaks into the open. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Utes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. It's complete to the right. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Running behind that left side. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, BYU! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Takes it on the shovel. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. The give to the tailback. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He might want another play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Andrews. On the move at the 30. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Safe little shovel pass. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Rides the back. Now the pitch. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Utes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Got it behind the line. It's Andrews. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Quarterback may change this route. They're looking to throw on second and short. He's got him in the flat. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Trying play action. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Caught near the sticks. It's Spears. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Give to the running back. Fights off a defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Smith wants to throw. Quickly complete.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
This crowd bringing serious noise on this huge fourth down play. Complete out of the backfield. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big fourth down conversion.
With the catch, it's Washington. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Working that left side now. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. And the Utes want to crank the tempo.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Line getting set on second down. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The Utes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. That's caught. It's Washington. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Smith dropping to pass. And can make the connection on the soft toss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Oh, the attempt is no good, but there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. That is no good. After the failed field goal attempt, still a 12-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance late in the game. Final drive coming for this offense. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first down. Give him 6. Touchdown, Utes!
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Coming out with the victory in the Holy War, it is the Cougars of BYU. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.